What happened in Indonesia over the past 365 days? As we move to greet another new year, the Jakarta Post has wrapped up some of the most important events that defined the countries throughout 2019. The beginning of 2019 saw months of political polarizations surrounding the presidential election, which again pitted Joko Widodo against his arch-rival Prabowo Subianto in a rerun of the previous 2014 race, arguably the most divisive one in the country's history to date. The end of May saw riots breaking out in Jakarta after thousands of Prabowo supporters took to the streets to challenge the official results of the election. Jokowi made global headlines in April after reviving a decades-old plan to move Indonesia's capital city from Jakarta, citing issues such as overcrowding in Java, environmental concerns, and perennial traffic conjunctions in the metropolis. In August, a string of protests broke out in Papua and West Papua, condemning racism in the wake of a racial abuse case in which Papuan students in East Java's provincial capital of Surabaya were called monkeys and pigs over the alleged desecrations of the national flag on the country's 74th Independence Day. Shortly after taking his oath for the second term of his presidency, Jokowi announced the member of his Indonesian Onward cabinet, which saw a combination of old and new faces, professionals and politicians, with some names raising eyebrows. This year, Indonesia witnessed its largest student protests since those of 1998, making headlines in the national and international media as tens of thousands of young people staged large-scale demonstrations in cities across the country to reject what they described as attempts to roll back democracy and political reforms. The year 2019 may be remembered as the year the Corruption Eradication Commissions, or KPK, and anti-graft activists fought a losing battle. It was the revisions of the KPK law, which was hastily passed by the House in September, that many deemed as part of the effort to undermine the country's fight against corruption.